Yeah, so I can speak on a sporting perspective a little bit about that. Yes, I think there's no doubt that there are certain people who are just gifted a little bit more than the others. So I always give this example. For me, the greatest inspiration in my cricket, one of some of the greatest inspirations in my cricket, for me to try and get the best out of myself was always when I moved from, when I was a player and I moved from city to city, as the Indian team does, as we go and play matches and, we move from city to city. And you would, every time when we went to a different city, we would have practice sessions there, and people would come to bowl to us. People would come to bowl to us, or they'd come to our nets, and they would come there and they sort of bowl to the Indian team and bowl to all of us. And I would see incredible passion, incredible hard work in those kids. You could see the desire, and some of them talk to you, and some of the sacrifices some of them have made to be able to want to play the game. And you could see they love the game deeply, and they're willing to, and they work really hard at it. But you could, honestly, you could just see that irrespective of however hard some of them worked, it was not going to happen, right? It was just not going to happen. And I sometimes people say, oh, if you just work hard at something, uh, you can do it. I think that's sometimes being very disrespectful, because it's not acknowledging sometimes the little bit of luck of fate that you've got in life. I think you've got, and I was lucky. I can't explain it, but I just had a gift in this game. I had a certain talent in the game. And I think acknowledging that for me was very important, because I could see other people who had the same drive, the same passion. People spoke about my drive, oh, hard work. And yeah, I did work hard and I had that, drive. But I also had something. I had a little bit of luck. I had a little bit of a gift, which was given to me. But having said that, and I think that's, as you get to the top of the pyramid, and as you get closer and closer to the top, and as you play at an elite level or an international level, everybody has those gifts, right? Then you're starting to compete with people who all have those gifts. And that's where then it really matters as to what you do with those gifts and what you do with those challenges. So yeah, at your school team, you can clearly see the difference, right? You walk up to your school team and you're playing in your school team, and it was pretty obvious to me that I was one of the really better players in the school team. Because the other guys loved the game, but just didn't have the ball sense or didn't have that. But as I went up to the Indian team, I suddenly realized, hey, I'm not that gifted, or I'm not different from anyone else here, or in fact, I'm inferior to a lot of the people who are here. So as you go up and up, I think you have to be conscious of the fact that then you're competing with guys who have equal talent. And that's where then that hunger, that desire, that constant desire to improve, or just to, start understanding yourself better as a person, and just all those other various factors that you mentioned come into play. So I don't know if that answered your question. So it's a bit of both.
Interesting.
So and I think you can't be exceptional or world class at something without being lucky and given some gifts. But honestly, to be world class and be exceptional, you're competing with people with equal talent and